What's going on, people of YouTube? It's your boy Noob Side about the Universal Gamer. Welcome to my video talking about the reasons why the Aliens game did not sell. The reason why the Alien game did not do so well. The reasons why the Aliens game is just a complete utter mess. And I'm here to help some developers out probably and let you know what you need to do to make a real good Aliens game. When it all comes down to it, all these things I'm going to talk to you guys about is my opinion, but at the same time, to me, with my opinion, in my opinion, these are the things they need to do to make a real good Aliens game. A lot of the fans are tired of getting burned from these movie games made into movies made into video games. Now, normally, developers are working against a tight schedule because they got to push the game out right when the movie releases. So that's one thing they're working against. They're working against a mid to low budget production. You know, they don't get that much money to work on these games, so they can't hire the top of the line people and stuff like that. They got to make sure they, you know, balance out their budget and be able to still put out a real good game. But usually the movies is what sell the game anyways. And no matter how many times the game sucks, like Iron Man and all that kind of stuff, people still buy it because of the movie. Kids don't know any better these days, you know, and you know, these people still continue to buy it. But with this Aliens game, it's not based off a movie that just came out, so they had plenty of time to work on it. They had a decent budget, and there really was no rush. So what happened? What happened is a lot of these developers, Western developers, or developers trying to cater towards the Western audience. Yes, we love shooters. We love a lot of action. We love shoot 'em ups. That's what a lot of Western gamers love. But when you take an Aliens game and you overdo it with the shoot 'em up aspect of it, that's what makes the Alien game fail. Aliens game, talking in general, I'm talking about the Aliens game in general. You know, if you go back and watch the Aliens movie, watch Aliens after that, and then watch Aliens 2 and then watch Aliens 3. Them damn aliens were no joke. There's no damn way, like in a game, where you can go walk around as a Marine, just blasting stuff. Blah, 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 blah. No. Go watch the Aliens movies. Watch the first two. Alien and Aliens. You see them damn things. Them things are huge. They are hard to take out. Just killing one of them is a chore. So you mean to tell me you're trying to make a game based off the movie, but it's so easy to kill like 5 or 15 aliens in a row just coming at you. Bam, 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 bam. That's unreal when it comes to the Aliens movie. If you want to base it off the movie, that's unreal. That's not realistic. I know you're trying to be like Left 4 Dead. I know you want to be all shoot 'em up and stuff. You want to cater towards people that like Call of Duty and stuff and like all these little shooting games. I use Call of Duty as a reference a lot. I'm not trying to talk about Call of Duty. I'm just saying that's the #1 selling shooter game in the Western market and overseas everywhere. So, you know, I'm just using that as a reference all the time because that's what people like, love. So, yeah, we like that. We like it. We like shooters, but we don't like it inside an Aliens game. And the same thing I said about Dead Space 3 or whatever, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Aliens game. So anyways, what do they need to do? Then tell us what we should do, Noob Side. But this is what you should do. Slow down the gameplay if you want it based off the movies. Slow down the gameplay. Have it where the aliens takes a long time to die. Like the aliens do not die fast inside those movies. You may be able to injure them and slow them down, but they are not going to sit there and be dying off super quick. They're not going to run at you super fast. They're going to hunt you. Make it feel like the character is being hunted, you know. In a movie, soon as you start hearing that beep, 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 your heart start racing. In a game, when you start hearing that beep, beep, you're like, okay, let me see where he's at so I can shoot his ass real fast. You don't have that sense of fear. Make the game where it has some very good pacing. You can still have that fast-paced element to it, but have it where it's like the baby aliens or something coming after you, not the full-grown aliens coming after you and able to die fast. No, make it where the little baby aliens run real fast at you and a whole bunch of them be coming out and stuff like that. You can have that be fast-paced, and then have it where it's Left 4 Dead meets Dead Space 1 meets Penumbra meets Amnesia. And then you'll have the best Aliens game ever made. Hands down. I'm willing to bet my money on it. Have it where the atmosphere is just creepy. It's like, dang, I don't want to be inside here no more. This is just tripping me out, and I hear some sounds coming out of nowhere, and now my damn thing is starting to beep, so your heart is racing because you got all these different senses going on at once. Have it where you got to figure out how to open up these doors. You're stuck inside a ship. Indoor free roam, I call it. Just because you're indoors, that doesn't mean that you have to make everything linear. Oh, here's a GPS. Go down this way. Make it right down the hall. Here's a pointer marker on your map telling you exactly what you need to look for. Go to this highlighted item that's highlighted on the screen. Click on that item. Hold down the A button or the X button. Open that up. Press the sticks to the left to right. Oh, hack this device over here. No, have it like it's like indoor free roam where you can go anywhere inside that ship. When you land and you go inside the little facilities and stuff like that, have it where once you inside, there's no marker telling you where to go. There's an objective, okay, Marine, we need you to find this person. Good luck. There's nothing highlighted on your map. You're just searching. You find a door, it's locked. Okay, there's a little key code on the door. And you may find like a message saying, okay, the key code should be inside the science facility. You gotta find where that's at. There's no map showing, oh, here's where the science facility is at. No, you gotta find everything. You gotta find bullets. There's no bullets just lying around highlighted on the ground like, oh, here's just highlighted bullets. Just highlighted so you can see it very well. And you just pick them up, or you walk right over and you pick it up. No, you gotta have it more realistic if you want it to be like the Aliens movies. I'm just talking from an Aliens movie standpoint of view. You know, if you want to be one for one, now they did do a good job at having a lot of references and having it take place after, you know, I think it took place after Aliens, you know. They have a lot of nostalgic moments and stuff like that, but you need more than that. You know, if you want it to be like the Aliens movie, or feel like you're playing an Aliens movie, you gotta be having a person like, as soon as you start hearing that beeping sound, he's afraid. I cannot stress this enough by saying that you guys need indoor free roam, like per number. When you're inside these facilities, when you're walking around, even outdoors, you don't know what the hell, you know what you're supposed to do, but you don't know how you need to go about doing it. You gotta figure it out. And then randomly, these enemies come out of nowhere. So when the aliens come out of nowhere, you gotta make it where it feels like the character is being hunted. Make it feel like he don't have unlimited ammo, or you gotta find ammo. And even though you got a lot of ammo, the aliens take so much bullets to where he got an empty clip now. The alien is slowed down, like he's crawling or he's limping on his leg, but he's still coming after you. So you're running through doors. Like your character, you can still make it where the character can run, going through these doors, he's slamming the doors and stuff like that. The alien's like hitting on the door, and there's a certain amount of hit points on that door before the alien busts it down. So you gotta figure out what's next. You run into a dead end inside a room, you think that you're safe, and you think there's another door on the other side of that room, but there's not. So you run inside the room, okay, you slam the door, you lock the door, the alien's beating on the door and stuff like that. He's almost about to get through. Okay, you have a couple of options. You see a vent right there, you see another vent right here, but you hear a beeping noise coming from that vent. So you open up that vent or whatever, you go through there, you don't know exactly where that vent is gonna lead. You see other little vents that you can drop down to inside rooms and stuff like that. You gotta make your decision real quick, because now you heard the door bust down. So the alien crawls through the vent behind you, and remember, he's injured, so he's going kind of slow, but at the same time, he's still coming behind your ass. You gotta make a quick decision. You decide to drop down or whatever, and you drop down through a room. He comes right down after you. You find some bullets, you hurry up and load them inside your gun, you shoot his ass, and all the acid splatter everywhere, and it actually literally burns a hole through the floor, so you can see down to the other floor and jump down if you want to, or you can go through that door. But then you decide to go through the door because you don't know what that floor leads to, that the acid burned down to. So you open up the door, alien, a big ass alien out of nowhere just start coming at you or whatever. Slam the door, jump down that hole that the alien acid burned through. That's the kind of gameplay that the Aliens game needs. Yes, it will be hard, but go watch the movies. I really recommend people out there that never watch the movies or watch Aliens, the newer Aliens movie like Alien vs Predator. That's crap. The movie was good, but no. Watch Alien, and then Aliens, and then Aliens 2. I guarantee you will get exactly what I'm talking about. I think that's all the notes. I think I covered everything. Let me look. Yeah, I covered everything pretty much. So, you know, with me, I got a lot of ideas. You know, if you're a developer, you need somebody to come up with story. You know what? I'm not trying to brag or anything or boast, but I'm another Hideo Kojima. You know, I got some of the best ideas, so much good ideas to where I don't need to know how to code. I don't need to know how to animate characters. I got so much good ideas when it comes to games to where that's good enough to where that will get me inside the gaming industry if I wanted it to. Because these days, people don't be knowing what they're doing when it comes to coming up with these games and ideas and stuff like that. Like they have like writer's block or something, or creativity block. And sometimes I have it too, but that's when you gotta like sit back and actually brainstorm and think to yourself instead of just trying to rush and just do anything. You know, you're a big team of people. I'm just one person. I just freestyled that whole little scenario right there. So if I can freestyle something, imagine how many good ideas I got for video games. And not just video games, movies, TV shows, music videos, whatever the case may be. You know, like I said, I'm not trying to brag, I'm not trying to boast, but I know what people like, I know what I like, and that's the main thing right there. And most people like what I be liking or whatever. I'm not always right about everything. I may not be 100% right about this right here, or maybe, you know, most of the time it's what the publisher wants. So the publisher tells you, the developers, you know, this is what we want, this is what's hot these days. And that's another thing I hate. This is the new hotness. This is what the kids like these days, so let's do it like this. Won't you just take out, like, what about the long-term fans, man? What about us? What about people that have been supporting the games ever since, you know, before me? I mean, way before me. Come on now. What about the people that still play games, you know, from back then, from the Super Nintendo, from the Nintendo 64 and stuff like that, from the old PC days and stuff like that, playing Rampage, Oregon Trail and stuff like that. What about those people? But honestly, it's not even about those people no more. It's about the newer generation of gaming, the kids and stuff out there, that what kids like these days. That's why there's so much horrible rappers on oh my God, rappers are freaking horrible these days. I can bust a freestyle right now and be better than anybody on the radio that's out right now. Or at least 90% of the people that's on the radio, and I guarantee you it. Because people are horrible and you're not talking about nothing. Same thing with these games. Games are starting to get horrible to where it's not even creativity no more. It's not even entertainment no more. They don't care about the fans no more. They just care about the money. They care about what's hot. They don't care about who made them hot. They care about what's hot now. It's like, give you a scenario and I'm gonna end this video. Okay, you're a female. I say you're a female. Or whatever. No homo. If you're a dude, more than likely you're a dude. But just say you're a female. You meet me, we hanging out, we talking and stuff, and I'm falling in love with you and stuff like that, and I'm doing everything for you, opening up your door and being nice to you. But now, after a few years, you know, after you done got married to me and stuff and all this other good stuff, I want a divorce because now I want something different now. I see another girl that looks different, you know. And that's what most guys like these days, how these girls are these days. So I no longer want you just because of that. I no longer support you. I no longer love you. I no longer want to be with you, hold your hand, none of that. I don't care about you no more because I want to cater towards how girls are these days. Well, I want a whole different girl because she's different. I like her more better. Even though I know nothing about her, she didn't support me. You went through thick and thin with me. You done fucking dealt with so much stuff with me. You done helped me out in so many ways I can't even imagine. But still, I decided to break up with you for something that's new that I have no idea how long that person is gonna support me, or if they even gonna support me to the fullest like you have all these years. I'm choosing somebody that's been supporting me and still showing me love and dedicating their life to me after all these years, trading that for something that wants me, but I don't know how long they're gonna be in it for thick and thin. So that's pretty much to sum it up. You know, they trade fans that made them hot and made them who they are today and support them and gave them their backbone to stand. Trade those fans in for people that just for the new stuff, what people like these days. And to close this out, I know I said I was gonna close it out with that, but to really close it out, I was supposed to talk about this, but I decided not to bring it up. But Cliff Brzezinski made a comment saying that horror games doesn't sell because that's what he said. Something about horror games, like they don't do well because the story is not a good enough. You can't really do nothing with horror games to make it sell at all. Like horror games don't sell. Something like that he had said. I know I got it like kind of mixed up or whatever, but he was like pretty much talking about how horror games don't sell and stuff like that. It's not good enough to even sell horror games at a full price or whatever because they don't do good in the market. Go back and look at the sales of all the Resident Evil games before the newer games start coming out. Go back and look at the sales record. Go and look at Slender Man. Go on YouTube and look how popular Slender Man is. You say that there's not that many horror fans in the world. Slender has got to be the biggest horror game. It's almost becoming the biggest horror game ever made. And all it is just a game that has no good graphics. Well, the new game got good graphics now, but we're not talking about the new game. I'm talking about the old Slender Man 8 pages. No good graphics whatsoever. Bad lighting or whatever, which most of it is on purpose. And all that many good sound effects. And all you do is collect these pages, and when the enemy finds you or catches up to you, the screen statics and it's game over, and that's it. But people are in love with that game. People like me are so in love with it, or think it's so eerie and cool, that we are deciding to make a movie based around it, you know, and give our own take on it, stuff like that. Because the game leaves a lot of stuff up in the air, because there's no backstory to it. There's no reason why you're out there collecting the pages. There's no reason, you don't know where the Slender Man came from. So that's the reason why people are intrigued. And that's what makes it so scary and spooky and stuff like that. You got no mini map. There's no marker on the screen telling you where to go. You just walk around, and there's not that many places you go. You're just at the same place every single time you play. Same level, do the same stuff. But people done played that game over 50 times, and it still doesn't get old. How? It's all about creativity, people. That's what it's all about. So with that said, it's been your boy Side about the Universal Gamer. Enough lollygagging, you know, burning you guys' ears off. I'm going to go ahead and end this video out, and I'm out. Peace.